And there it is. We've reached it. We've found it. The long-lost forager hut. This is the commute many people have to make. It's brutal, it's long, but this is the way to find goods that can be eaten out in the village. Unfortunately, they are not in town right now. Hey everybody, Masticon here with our Shibboleth series, episode 2. Let's play some Manor Lords. Alright, we're back into our city. We do have a number of houses successfully set up now. We're up to 11 families. So that's definitely some progress going on. We got our hunting camp. Let's see what we got going on here. We do have our brigade plot over here is set up. So we do want to get this family assigned. We're going to make sure that we have someone assigned who is a forager. So we're going to make sure we drop them and send them a foraging. Alright, that does give us 4 families over there, which, you know, for right now, just we don't have a whole lot else we need people to do. So we don't have any... Nope, there's no raider camps on the map, so we are good to just kind of keep building in peace. Dealt with that other one last episode, so we're hoping it'll just be nice and calm. Let's see, we probably do need to start pulling some mushrooms over to our granary here. Yeah, we've got 12 sitting there. It is just such a long haul. I probably want to get more houses out there just so they don't have to keep going back and forth as far. I'm probably losing huge amounts of time to those people, but eventually that whole area will get developed and we will... Oh, out of food, running out of food. That's not good. That's not what we want to do. Let's see, we're down to 1 month, and you know, with 4 people on those mushrooms, that should go ahead and get us back up to something basically stable. So that's a forager family. What else do we got? We do want to stick someone in our granary here, so yeah, eventually. I mean, I guess right now it doesn't particularly matter who we put in there. How many people? Alright, trading post coming along, farmhouse is coming along, that's all progress. It is June, so we do need to make sure that that whole, that we hit our June markers. We do have room, so we're in pretty good shape for that for the next few months, unless we run out of food and people start starving. That's what's going to make them sad. There's our woodcutter. This is our sawmill, carpenter. This is our forager. I think most of the rest of this line is going to be foragers. They're going to foraging. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, that we do got our couple of things here to really deal with. I think that's kind of our next step is to start getting a mine in, start getting some harvesting, get that stone out of the way. I do, yeah, those are kind of our next big bill items. And we don't have the wood, so let's get the stone camp going. We're just gonna kind of drop this over here so we can start gathering it up and getting it out of the way. I dislike these little kind of teeny starting resources, because you just, like, as soon as possible, you just kind of want to harvest them up and then delete what's there, and then you have no stone harvesting happening at all. Kind of wish they were a bit bigger, you know, if they were in the few hundred, so it took you a little bit of time. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put a church here. That's gonna take a bit to kind of see. I kind of like the idea of putting, no, it's too big here. Let's see, is that gonna fit? Can I drop it in right along? Ooh, I can fit that in perfect. So once I get rid of the rubble here, I'll be able to drop a church in there. It is kind of unfortunate right up against that whole that little woods area, but I just have to go ahead and work with it. Oh, our trading post is in, so let's go ahead and unlock. Look at tools at 3. It'll cost 30 to unlock, but we aren't actually making any tools yet. Eventually, yeah, we're pretty far away from the whole bread line. Eventually, we want to be able to export our bread, but that's that's a bunch of money we don't have, and we're pretty far away. I mean, it'll be another year before probably a year and a half before we actually have any bread to sell. We could do pelts. I think right away we want to get those just getting exported as soon as possible. Let's see, anything else here? All right, let's get these set up, and we don't need any pelts. Eventually, pelts can be used to turn into leather, to turn into shoes, but that is just not a high priority where we're at. And what we're probably going to do here is we're at 2 apiece for charcoal, just as a way to get started. We can make charcoal. We have lots of wood, so this is worth it. We'll go ahead and take that. All right, so now we can sell charcoal. So any of our extra charcoal, we got firewood here. Let's see, do we have it? So we do want to start exporting some of that. We only have 2 families right now. We don't need that the horse to start getting rid of some charcoal, and so like I'm only using 10 charcoal a month, but I do want to have at least a decent basis that'll survive me for a month. So we'll set that at 20. Maybe it should be higher, but 20 is fine for now. And that way I can actually start getting some money. Again, it's kind of infinite generation by the time you put in everything you need there. And my farmhouse is done. That's great. So that is, yeah, I'm pretty happy the farmhouse is in. And that's all in with plenty of time. I do need to get these hitching posts in. I don't know, do we have anything being built yet? Anything else that we're actually building? I don't think we have anything else we're really working on building right now. We did just drop the mine and the stone cutter, so I suppose those are in process. A couple days we'll hit our July 1st person, which will kind of fill that out. We're starting to tick those mushrooms down. I am curious, are they down far enough they're not going to go all the way back up to full? We're at 47. We got a lot of families out there, but they're not bringing in a ton. So I'm kind of curious what's going to happen with that. Oh, we never did drop the... Yeah, we got charcoal, starting to hopefully get that flowing over. One thing I wish I could do early on is set up so they don't sell any firewood and they just sell charcoal. But I don't know that that's actually gonna happen. See if I can upgrade. Yeah, right. Can't upgrade anything because I obviously need a church for that. Can't do that. Oh, we got the stone camp, so get some people on there to just start to clear that out. But let's get this mine going. We aren't. No, we're still at 3 houses. We aren't really in any urgency there. I do want to put someone here since we don't have much we're building. We can kind of just let that run for a bit. I'd love to get that out of there so I can drop the church, because that's right where I want church. I think those stone pieces always are like right where you want other things to be happening. Yeah, and I can't build anything because everybody is quite busy, but it is the 1st of July, so we should get a new family in soon, and they can go worry about those hitching posts. Why haven't they come in yet? It should be any second here. Any day now. No goods you need to transport for that, so it should just happen. So go. Oh, there we go. There we go. They moved in right here, and yeah, they're probably going to go grab their spears and be ready for battle. All right, so we got the wild animals all the way down already, and it's the 1st of June, the 1st of July. So maybe we just use these guys to do some other work. I mean, let that build back up. We've got some food there, so let's just stick them over here. We can move them around later on and just kind of put them where we want. Well, at some point I'm gonna have to go through here and kind of reassign. Oh, the charcoal burner's right by the charcoal camp. The wood, let's see. Oh, they're not assigned, and they're just building stuff. So I'm gonna stick them on the granary. Right now, I don't know that we need more than one family just kind of roaming around. We do have a lot of planks there. Probably time to start burning through some planks. Still hasn't ticked back up. And they're starting to work that down, but pretty slow. It'll probably take them a couple months before they can clear the whole thing out. Each person could probably bring in, I don't know, maybe 20 a person or something. I don't know the exact count on those. Haven't really gone through to figure that one out yet. Gonna need to go ahead and put in our mind here, so let's take a look at where we should do that. I am curious whether the placement of this matters at all in the speed of it, like if it's right on top or not. I know you can fit like six mines on one of these, but I'm probably not going to go that crazy. So I'll probably just set it up maybe the most I could do 4, but I'll probably only ever do 2 because I got so much other stuff happening in this area. I've got all the farming to do and all the farmland I'm going to make farming. I'm going to have to make. Oh, so I'll just go ahead and drop that here. Not high priority. Again, we don't really have the people to process it yet. Hopefully, oh, they are working on that lower farm or the lower kitchen post. So, progress check. I like to do sweeps every once in a while just to make sure I didn't miss a bandit camp coming in at some point. There's no food in my granary. I would like there to be food in my granary. We may have a rough winter coming on with everything we're dealing with. Hopefully we can get enough money coming in that we can get some pigs going. Again, the smiths of Passau, it's going to make that more difficult. So, and I don't have to get them upgraded to get pigs. I do need them upgraded to get tools if I want to go that way. Or if I'm going to do weapons of any kind. Mushrooms and some meat is kind of all we got. They're back up to 11 here. So they're ticking back up, but not quick. That's one hitching post done. Was that? Yeah, that's the first one. And do they have the second one? Don't have. Okay. Still have some time before we worry about. Yeah, second one's not done. Still have some time before we worry about our farms. But we are going to want a lot of people on that because we really, that first harvest is going to be huge in as far as survival with food goes, because we're kind of right up against that. Looks like that did not tick all the way back up, so that's progressing about how we want it to. So we got 30. I was trying to think of how long that's been open. It's the end of June. I feel like, or it's a few days into July. Probably bringing in about 30, less than 30 a month, maybe. Maybe about 30 a month. I kind of wish you could toggle between year and day and year and day, because, I mean year and month, just because it would be kind of useful to see. We're bringing in all those, so that's good. And our mine is slowly considering being built. That's the second hitching post. So now I think the only thing we're left to build is a mine. We've got one family sitting there working on it. are going to need to get a bloomery going here before too long. So we're going to need this if we want to. This processes our iron into slabs, which obviously we're going to need to do, not an immediate high priority, but eventually kind of just setting up the queue for things we want to build. He's taking some planks around. Still nothing in our granary. But where's my food? My food's all still out at its location. You'll notice up there that big red 0 just staring at me. You know, I wish I could grow things faster, but the rules here. So let's see about getting. Where are we going to put more plots? Because by the end of this month, or by the beginning of next month, we're going to need 2 more plots. Let's build a road across here, and then we can hopefully just stick in our plots on the back side. Hopefully they'll be big enough that they'll get extensions. So it looks like they are. And we'll be able to fit 5 back there. 5? Yeah, 5 seems. 5 seems useful. 5 seems good. We have the wood for it, and we're going to need them eventually. And what I can do is I can actually like go in and just pause a bunch of them. And like I don't need them all to be going now. So I think I'm good with this. And then I'm going to drag this all the way down, so they are not what is getting attention. But, you know, they'll tick in eventually. Oh, that was a weird sound. Don't know what happened there. Oh, still at 11, so still don't really need to move anyone back over there right away. We will eventually want to make sure we get someone back there. Yeah, I can't set any individuals there. Oh, they're bringing back the shrooms, transporting mushrooms. Yeah. What about this one? No. Gonna expand the town out here. You know what I want to try to do? There's this thing I saw about building a farm, where you use these corpse pits, and you kind of lay about in a way that lets you build a big, cool-looking farm. So I want to see if I can do that. What you do, you take 2 of them, basically go right next to each other. You basically make an L out of corpse pits. And corpse pits you use because they don't take anything to build. So you just kind of line them up perfectly. Which got to turn off our snap to roads here. So line up our corpse pits nice and even. Try to get those on the line. And then... yeah, that one was off a bit. I don't want to actually send someone over to build these yet. See if I can get it lined up here. There we go. That. There, perfect. And then you stick one over on the side, and you basically then line the outside of this and drop a farm in the middle. This gives you a small, or a burgage plot there. Gives you a small burgage plot area, but a very large farm area. So you'll see you just kind of come around here, hit the dead end here, go up with the next one to the end here, right there. Do the same thing, go diagonally across, and then come across here, and then we can get rid of those pits. So this is eventually going to become a vegetable farm, so beets or carrots or cabbages. But it's a nice big chunk of area with a good shape to kind of maximize your space there. Now you got to be careful. You draw these small. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, got to turn my snapping back on. You draw this like minimum size right here, and then you go like out and around. Yeah, you got to go this way, and you kind of follow it out and around. Almost. No. I think that's not right. Maybe I got to do it on the other side. So try it here. You go here. Oh, no, you got to go the other direction. You go towards it. Towards the corner, and then you try to basically follow it around. Put a corner here, and then you come down. You know, see, look at the size. You got a little farm in that really big area. It's a plus 360 average plant cost, so it's not cheap, like, to do that. But that is, I've been told, I'm under the impression, that is about the max you can actually pull off with a family effectively right there. So we drop that in, and it'll be interesting to see kind of what happens, how that ends up working. We get our mid-July family. I feel like we got our mid-July family somewhere in the middle of all that. Finishing up that mining pit, so we're almost making some progress there. And then, oh no, here we go. There you go. Just moved. Yeah, they moved in already. And we're up on food. We brought in some of those mushrooms, so we actually have enough food for a few months. Might survive yet. Might make it through after all. And we got, let's see, haven't sold anything yet. Don't have anybody in this farmhouse, and it's almost August, so we're going to want to jump on that one pretty quick. We do now have someone in the trading. Hopefully we'll be able to move some of our charcoal and get that moved out into some coin. But right now we are a little coin starved. Let's make sure all these got set up. Oh, wait, we did not set this one up. So we're going to need to set this one up, and it's going to be wheat, fallow wheat. And then up here, didn't do this one either, so this is going to be wheat, fallow, and then this one's going to be fallow, wheat. No. Wait, what do... Yeah, fallow. Fallow wheat. Yeah, there we go. And that will give us all our 3 plots of each at about 1 Morgan. So that should work out. Then go in with what? Ooh, go just about right. And we're low on timber. We really don't need someone burning stuff through so much stuff at the saw pit, but it is time to start sending out the people. If we can sell some stuff, we'd be able to get a oxen for that. Oh wow, that stone's all the way down to 40, so we're almost out of stone there. That was pretty quick. They're burning through right there. Because it's right there. It's like nowhere to walk to carry it back over. Kind of want to just see this one get built. I want to get that finished and start running stuff through. I like this view here. It's a pretty cool look down at the river. You get to see kind of across the big field, the big, triangle corner there. That's nice. It's a nice area. Good view from the town. Kind of thought the town didn't have a water view, but I guess it actually kind of does. So, what do we got? 24 mushrooms. So that's not nothing. Let's see where we're at here. It is okay. We're finally ticking it down, so we're actually harvesting enough that our net is positive. Yeah, we're not getting the animal products. That's going to be our big challenge through this whole area. Is just how do we get enough animal products for it to really move, or how to get enough meat for it to move forward. It's just going to be pigs everywhere. This could be in a region. I just can't stand the idea of paying 11 for meat, even. Just, that's so much. So I really don't like the idea of buying meat, even if it's something I need for upgrades. It's just so expensive. So it's just going to be tons and tons. Let's build up a connection. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's going to be over by this house. And just to kind of drag it over here so everything links together. I don't have a clear path on that side. Maybe once some of the other pieces get cleared out, we'll see. You can build another one of these on the other side, or link them together. I don't know exactly how all I want to pull that off, but I do like that farm look, and it'll be a nice big farm building. So I think that'll be cool. We're really ripping right through. Still nothing in there. Down to 25 stone. Yeah, ripping through that stone pretty good. Almost out of it. We're just kind of, well, we are down to one more burgage plot, so it is nice that we kind of have that able and around to start ticking up. I'm going to kind of focus the lumber camp, so it's cutting down stuff on this side. But I want to kind of clear out this little loop there as well as this other chunk, because eventually the town will just kind of extend out that way. That's kind of mainly where I want it to be. We haven't picked up anything to trade yet. What are you guys doing? Waiting, guiding an ox, transporting? What are you? Go trade. Go make me money. Where are you taking that ox? Gather. Nope, it just took a turn. It's going its own way. I don't know what's happening there. About... Yeah, we do have... We've got enough charcoal. Some of it could be traded, so we're not, like, just transporting charcoal. Does that bring it in? That should give me plenty to try to start selling, just to get a little bit of money up. Oh, we finished the big farm, it looks like. Yeah, look at that. Just a nice, somewhat organized chunk. Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know that I want to drop the vegetable garden on there yet. I guess I have the planks, but I'm not going to use it. I don't have anywhere near enough money, so I don't really want to commit to that yet. Plus I got all these houses to build, mining pit to work on. A lot of stuff kind of in the queue, so... Love to get this finished up. 15, almost done there. And, oh, our hunting camp is back. We're at 15 there, so we don't want to lose anything. So let's make sure we have someone harvesting a couple. Again, I'm only getting like 5 meat out of there. I doubt I'm going to get more than like 5 meat a month. But I mean, 5 meat a month is 5 families in the meat. So that's better production than a lot of other things. Well, mining pit is ready. I can stick someone in there, but I still want to kind of move forward with a bunch of this construction stuff I have. And, I mean, it's just iron right now. I mean, eventually it'll get used, but there's not a lot else to do with it. Where are you going with those planks? Or maybe he was transporting planks. He's heading back to pick up some more. Yeah, I'm going in here to just kind of change and extend out. I just want a bigger overall chunk not that big. Bigger chunk overall for our marketplace, and that way I don't have to move it later on. So there we go. That's big enough. That'll fit most of the market I'll ever have. I just threw that temporary one down, and all that was originally filled with the starting supplies. So we are getting to the point where we're going to want to upgrade the well or drop in another one, because a well, technically, I think it only feeds 15 people. Hunting camp is looking at bringing in some stuff. Still don't have anything to trade. Can't afford a horse. Planks aren't worth enough that I want to get rid of them, so I do want to get this farmhouse going. So we're going to get some people on there, because really it's August now. We got to start the tilling, and we don't really need any of the construction right away. So there's not a lot of urgency there. Still have, the next family that comes in could probably finish the next house before the one after comes in. So, and yeah, mining pit. Don't need to drop anyone in there. I'm still. Yeah, I got my woodcutter people are swapping the wood for the charcoal, which is always better, because every firewood becomes 2 charcoal, so you get double the family out of it. We're almost done with our stone, so once that happens, we can drop in the church here that we really want to have. No one's out there. No one's doing the thing yet. We're not planting anything, and I really want to get everything. Got to get stuff planted so it'll be ready to go. I want that wheat to grow and be ready for harvest next year. And yeah, we're back down to low on food again. I think we're gonna be in for a rough winter. Oh, and the supplies are sitting out because I think they get them all yet. No, there's some mushrooms to move over. Oh, that might have been why we don't technically have mushrooms. It might have impacted our food. They just need to pick them up and take them back over to the granary. That's fine. We do want to have this house be, this is important because we only have one house sitting there, but I'm going to pause all these others so people finish building the other necessary things first, and I can kind of unpause them as we go. Because we still do have one extra. Why is nobody farming? Oh, we didn't put the plowing station. I gotta get the plowing station in there. That's really important. That'll allow us to actually. Oh, they're starting to plow by hand, but we really want to get that going and be able to get the oxen doing it, because that's a lot of fields to plow. I think even a family of 8 wouldn't cover what we have with it, or a full 8 families wouldn't cover what we have. Well, those mushrooms they're still growing in August here, so that's good, but we are finally ahead of the curve on harvesting. I can't imagine I need 4 families there all the time. That seems like a lot, but I really don't want to ever let it cap out. It's kind of the key. It'll be interesting to see kind of when they come back in next year. Can I just stick 1 family? Does it take 2 or 3? What is that stone at? I want to have someone working on that house, so. Oh no, I really want them working over here. That's what I want. I need them to be working on that, on the plow station. Otherwise we'll fall way behind. So definitely need that coming in. Ooh, we got pelts to sell now, so that'll be a nice little payday when that finally manages to go, assuming it does, assuming someone comes by to buy them. I don't have a trade route, and I don't have a horse, so I'm curious whether they'll get traded at all. There's a trader. Right, Antonio, could I interest you in some pelts, perhaps? We do have some just kind of waiting. Alright, so there is my builder. Hopefully gonna go build the plow station for the farm. And really, once I get that, I might only need one person really working on it. Alright. I want to see. Over here's where I plan to stick the banner eventually. Alright, well I haven't actually walked around, so let's walk around in my city. Good day, sir. Good day. I like how it's like they never actually look at the camera, it like goes right by. So it's my storehouse and my market. Nice little
don't be shy, good sirs and ladies.
Don't have a whole lot out on the table there. Coming through. Oh, down here's the farm and our trading facility. Kind of see that. The outhouse here. Is that other house not up? Oh, they're up against the house. That's where those outhouses are. That makes sense. All right, so they dropped off. They dropped off the wood there. Hopefully they'll fix that up soon. And we can get that the plowing station going. See what a lovely farm. And they're starting to do the work out here in the fields. I love that you can get kind of this level of detail and just see what's happening in town. It's kind of a cool feeling to it. You get both sides. Remember way back there was this game you could get called The Streets of SimCity, which would allow you to drive around in your city, basically, in SimCity 2000, I assume. That was cool. Okay, let's take a run here. Let's see how far. So this is what people have been doing, heading out here to go get mushrooms. So it's definitely. Wow. This is a haul to get out there. It's pretty far. Nice little wildflower patch here. Stop on the way and smell the daisies. But this is no wonder it's taking so long to get mushrooms. They're so far away. Like the trail's well used. Everybody's on it. But, I think that might be the trader who's just coming through. So I'm gonna run all the way out here till I can get to my forager hut. Wow, this is a serious run. I do like the kind of the people you're passing by. A little yellow hat trader there, random, probably a forager heading home for the day, and another. So far to run. He's got his bucket. I wonder what was that? Was that someone taking water? Oh, and there it is. We've reached it. We've found it. The long lost forager hut. This is the commute many people have to make. It's brutal. It's long, but this is the way to find goods that can be eaten out in the village. Unfortunately, there are none in town right now other than a little gate. So, we're going to make our run out here. And that way we've gotten a nice little look at our village. We've made a little bit of progression. I do feel like this was pretty slow as far as we've actually done. We got the mine going, got some more houses going. Kind of finished up some of the builds, or we're almost cleared out that stone. So next episode we're going to be looking at the church. Probably going to be maybe finishing up that iron production and getting hopefully plows and maybe another oxen. So thanks for showing up.